Hi everyone, enjoy watching, and thank you for being here.
Chapter 27. A slice of peach pie with a delightful smell and a warm cup of tea. I'm surprised that Sophia made the effort to prepare all of this for me, but I won't think much about it. I need to eat something. This is... Did she already get the poison she was supposed to use on Edith later? But she shouldn't have used it yet. Oh God, my lady! Hang on, my lady! Ah! Damn it, so this was her plan. No, I didn't put anything strange on it. I just thought Edith would like a slice of pie, so you sure thought of that. You must have been very happy after hearing her saying that she wanted a slice of your devious pie. It's a perfect recreation of the original chapter. She put a type of poison that causes stomach aches directly into the slice of cake that Reese sent me. This is the exact situation in the episode where Sophia tries to frame Reese for poisoning me. So, Fia, Killian is here too. My lady. Have you regained consciousness? Oh, my poor lady. Please don't force yourself to speak. She's just telling me to keep my mouth shut. Don't make a fuss, Sophia. I'm sorry, Reese. She shouldn't have been so harsh on you. I just have a little stomach ache. What? What do you mean? You even threw up blood earlier. The one that gave that poison was you in the first place. Well, I guess I just suddenly got allergic to peaches. This is not funny. Search all over this room. Well, what is the necessity of that? Sophia must have gotten rid of the poison already. I don't think they are going to find anything in my room. Young master, I found something suspicious. Isn't this too much like a novel scene? That bottle even has a ridiculously big skull in the front, practically saying, "I'm a bottle of poison." She didn't even try to hide it too well. Interesting. But that bottle, it's not mine. Are you saying that someone else entered your room and then they hid this bottle in your furniture? She got caught too easily. Was it really a dumb mistake of Sophia? Or perhaps... Thank you, Cliff. I was so worried about Edith. Is this because that's what the inevitable course of the story wanted to happen? I'll come back to see you after I finish looking further into this. I'm looking forward to what kind of excuses you are going to make then. How could they think of looking through the room so soon? You thought you were too smart, but the reality is that you don't know how to do anything right. Try to oppose me one more time and I'll kill you. Either way, it's not as if that would help me on anything now. Then, in other words, yes, this is not a strong poison. If the person taking it has poor alimentation, it could cause abdominal pain and bleeding. I see. Thank you for your work here. Fully. Excuse me. She seemed to be in a lot of pain. Do you have any medicine to relieve it? I've included some painkillers in the prescription, but I don't think they are going to have a big effect on your wife. Since she has been starving for a few days, even a weak poison like that can be fatal. Starving. That woman... Is it not uncommon for some women to starve themselves in order to lose weight, especially among nobles? No, that can't be... That must be why she was so skinny that I even had a hard time looking at her. Wait, why even knowing that her body was in such a precarious condition? She preferred to have tea alone and eat that poisonous pie by herself. How could she do that just to get some attention? What a hideous and pathetic woman. She must have had something planned. Is that really it? Well, before our marriage, her reputation clearly pointed to that. She was one of those noble women who only acted out of interest. That's why it didn't take long for other people to give her cold treatment. Yeah, maybe all of this wasn't to frame Reese. Rather, it could have been to get attention. What a scary woman, isn't it? I can't believe the only thing I can do now is just sit here and watch her suffer. I think I'm hearing the voice of Killian. Why did she take that poison? Just as I thought, you think I did it on purpose again. Are you awake? Edith, why did you— Killian, please leave. I thought I let go of my good expectations of him, but it's hurting me again this time. In the end, it was Reese, the only one who stuck out for me. I think there must be some other reason for this. But Reese, you saw that the bottle of poison was in her room, and that was the same poison in her pie. But if she really was trying to frame me, why would she say that she only had a little stomach ache after waking up? I don't understand why all of you are so convinced that she's trying to hurt me. You know she's the same age as me, right? Do you know how much I was looking forward to her arrival after hearing she was moving here because of that? I still believe that we can become great friends. How can they not get convinced after hearing such touching speech from her? I'm sorry for doubting you in the past, my angelic female protagonist. I believe in you. Excuse me, Mother. What kind of things does Reese like? I want to give her a gift. Oh my, what a great idea. Reese likes reading and embroidery, but I think it would be hard to choose a book because of the wide variety there is, so how about something related to embroidery? I'll do that, thank you. I decided to express my gratitude towards Reese by giving her a present wrapped in a beautiful white package with a silk ribbon on it. And now that my body has fully recovered, I can finally— Almost a week later, at Edith's room. It has been so long since I was able to go to work. Edith Rudwick, what the hell did you do? Chapter 28. Tell me that you didn't do that, did you? Wait, I need an explanation. What are you talking about? Reese is unconscious, and that happened while doing embroidery with the thread you gave to her as a present. The investigation concluded that the thread was poisoned. That can't be. What are you saying? I bought the thread already wrapped from the shop until I gave it to her. There's no way someone could have tampered with the thread between that time. I do remember that. At this point in the original story is when there was an attempt to poison Reese, but I thought that I could prevent the events of that episode where Sophia prepared the poisoned thread as a gift to Reese in Edith's name. That's why I tried to buy the gift already wrapped until I gave it to her. This can't be. Even after going that far, the original flow of the story still took its course. Does this mean that the original story magically changed the thread that I bought with a poisoned one? Do I have to ask you again? What the hell did you do? I didn't do anything. Killian, I understand why you must be suspicious of me now, but think about this with calmness. No, the power of the original story in this world can't be that strong. Everyone was paying attention to me because of what happened with the poisoned pie. So why would I do such a dumb move in a moment like this? If that were the case, I wouldn't have been able to change anything from the beginning. It's not that I don't want to believe you, but don't you know how many times things like this have been happening recently around you? How do you expect me to not doubt you? I know. It's not as if I like to be suspected either. That's why I have told you that you should send more of your maids to watch over me. My lady, why are you asking for more surveillance? I'm innocent of this, so it doesn't matter how much surveillance I have on me. The only thing that is going to change is the number of maids around me. Don't you know how frustrating this is for me? All right, then let me call for Anna to be with you again. Call Anna. She will return to serve Edith from now on. Yes, young master, right away. It's a relief that Killian did it right away. If he would have waited until later, at least this way Sophia won't be able to do anything to my body. How long did she expect me to let her control me? Well, now that we have solved that, How are you going to explain the situation with Reese being poisoned? Have looked into the person that sold that to me? I'm sure some of our guards must be interrogating him by now. It seems he is a very famous merchant. I don't think it's probable that he did it with such a big business to his name. That's true. Was there anyone else that could have had access to my present? Not many people here have free access to Reese's room. Probably just Reese's personal maid, Cliff, my mother and me. Killian. What I'm going to say, it's going to sound like an excuse to you, but I think someone is trying to use me as a scapegoat, and I can't get rid of the feeling that their objective is to hurt Reese. If Reese dies, I'll be severely punished as the culprit. That will be like killing 2 birds with 1 stone for the true culprit. Continue. The Sinclair siblings could be an example of this. There are rumors that say they have participated in multiple schemes against Reese. I don't really know much about rumors among the nobles. They haven't been denied until now. But if I'm being honest, I don't think there's a single spy from the Sinclair family inside the mansion. Although we can't be sure about that, right? I think there could be a possibility of a spy from the Rigelhoff family. The Rudwicks are more short-sighted than I thought. It should hurt your pride. I didn't expect you to know so little of this. It's like that time when the Duke falsely accused me of leaking those documents. I wonder if he doesn't think that things like that bring shame to the Rudwick family. How could you say something like that? We would never let that happen to our honor. See, that's how I feel after being treated like this constantly. That time I even swore on my life and still nobody believed me. I don't mean to put the blame on all of you, so don't worry, I don't really think that about your family. But on second thought, I think something like me, it's not really worth all this effort. You are surprisingly good at self-objectification. Hey, that's not what you should be saying at a time like this. TLN. Self-objectification is a psychological process in which a person views themselves as a physical object, first, and a human being second. You have a good point, but I don't know if my father and brother are going to accept it. Still, it seems he does try to believe me this time. He didn't seem like that with what happened with the pie. I understand that. Now that I'm being honest, I also don't really care to be recognized as innocent by them. I only care what Reese believes in this case. Well, I guess I'm not being completely honest. Perhaps there's someone else with an opinion also care about. Reese has been the one facing the Duchel family for me. She has defended me in all the times I have been accused by them. I'm afraid she's going to feel really disappointed in me after knowing that the gift I sent her was poisonous. You don't hate Reese? What? Why would I? Well, everybody normally focuses on Reese more than you, so, see, Killian. Don't be mistaken, I'm Edith Rudwick. Do you think I'm going to be jealous of another woman just because she's more popular with others? I can't believe I'll just said such a cool line like that. Huh? Why is he grabbing the back of my head? What? Why? Killian? Well, I'm sorry. Huh? No. Why did he do that? It's so confusing. A few days later. It's settled? Is that the only thing they're going to do about this? Yes, that's right. Since it's a subtle poison, it's very difficult to identify, so they don't have enough information to get to a solid conclusion for now. How strange. I thought that one could get support from Reese in a situation like this, but I'm in a very dangerous spot since Reese is still unconscious. I don't think Cliff is going to let this pass so easily. Are you saying that you are going to let this settle after just a few days of investigation? It doesn't matter how tense the situation with the Langston followers right now is. Isn't this too much? I was surprised by this decision too, but it was what my father decided, and I didn't expect Killian to agree like that either. Reese hasn't woken up since that day. No matter what, she is in better condition now. I can't let this slide. I'll have to do something about it by myself. Chapter 29. I can't believe they put their trust in her. If it wasn't because of the Emperor giving me the order to stay in the palace right now, I could go and visit her, but damn you, Langston. I don't really think Edith is the culprit of this. There are too many variables in this situation. There was a bunch of time for other people to sneak into Reese's room, and even if it wasn't like that, why would she do that now? If she planned to sneak into Reese's room anyway, why would she temper with her own gift among all things in there? She needed to poison something she knew Reese had to touch directly. Brother, are you being such a fool about this situation just because it's about Reese? You are just jumping to conclusions. Are you really saying that Edith was able to sneak that poison into the mansion, avoided all the guards, and managed to poison that thread in her current condition without anyone noticing? Are all the employees and guards in this mansion so incompetent to let that happen? Killian, you certainly have a good point. Father, enough. The luggage of her personal maid also has been checked thoroughly since the pie incident. So if we are talking about Edith and her maid, it's certainly hard to believe that they got that poison in such a short time. We are going to keep this as a secret until we find new evidence. Catherine, how about this? My father is going to visit the royal palace soon, so how did this end up happening? The original Edith never rode in the same carriage as the Duke, and she definitely never had the opportunity to set foot in the royal palace. A few hours earlier. Edith, how have you been? You look so much better. Thanks for everyone's concerns. I'm fully recovered. Well, to be exact, it's thanks to Anna. I'm glad Killian assigned her back to me. Anna, why don't you sit down to eat with me? Shall we, my lady? What a relief. Linon asked about your current condition and said that you could go back to help him. Of course, Mother. In that case, you can go back to help Linon at his office from now on, but before that, the princess has summoned you. You'll have to go to the royal palace, and thus we came to the present. The Duchess seemed to think of this as something positive, but the royal family, they have a very special and strong bond with our family since a long time ago. They received Reese so warmly before, so I guess they must be curious about you too. I don't really think so, Mother. Princess Catherine, Augina. She's the type to act as she pleases, ignoring even royal etiquette and basic manners. She's the only high noble woman that has refused to wear dresses and has short hair like that, and likes to do horse riding on wild horses. The only moment she becomes docile is when she's with Reese. You Coils say that she's the most free-spirited character in this world. To be honest, one liked that about her when I was reading the novel, but now, I just hope that she's not as prejudiced as the others. She seems to be open-minded. Maybe one could get her to be on my side. I remember that when she met Reese for the first time. Cliff was Catherine's first love. So when she met Reese, the woman that captured Cliff's heart, even though she felt extremely jealous, she ended up fascinated by the natural charm and warmness of Reese, to the point that she even liked her more than Cliff. I don't really think she summoned me with good intentions, but what's wrong with the atmosphere here? What does she want from me? I don't think I can even open my mouth until she acknowledges my greeting. Oh, you are that woman from the Reigelhofs. Reigelhof? I'm Edith Rudwick now, Your Highness. Yeah, sure. I see that you didn't bring the tea for us to drink, but I think it's better that way. There are rumors about you liking to use poison. I wouldn't like to talk while being worried about my tea being poisoned. Oh, Cliff must have told her. I've never used poison, but it's true that my old behavior wasn't the best. So I don't really have anything to say about it, aside from telling you that the rumor is a misunderstanding. You seem to be aware of those rumors. How could I not? So you also think that your marriage was an unreasonable demand for the Reigelhof family, right? Kilian only has been suffering because of you. That was the decision my father decided to make, but I do think it's a shame all the bad things that have happened. Do you really think that? Right now, both the Emperor and I are in a position where everyone is trying to come after our heads, so the most important thing for us is loyalty. Aren't you going to try to talk sweet to me to gain my trust? Go ahead, just like the vicious flower you have always been, Edith Reigelhof. You really think our situation is just a funny game for you to play into, don't you? Not at all. I actually admire you, Princess. In the latter parts of the original story, after Archduke Langston's rebel forces were defeated, there are a few scenes in a chapter of Rhys hanging out with Catherine on Rubel Marie Street. She used a wig to hide her identity and go shopping for clothes together. That was the first time she used a dress in the whole story. And after she finished with all of her duties, she threw a big tea party with the help of Rhys. She has grown so much as a character in order to fulfill her role as a member of the royal family that needs to be able to interact and lead in society. That's why no matter what others say, I think she just constantly followed the path she thought was right for her. I really liked the story of her being a princess that wanted to protect her own freedom. As you said, I don't think you need to hear any more of the rotten words that nobles usually use between them. I trust in the judgment of a strong-willed person like you, Princess. So I just would like for you to look at me with that same mentality, too. One screwed up again. I need to get rid of this habit of losing confidence just because I'm not like them. I better forget about it. I can't think like this. It's better if I just stay working with Linon and Dash. Sophie. I'll give you one last chance. Steal the tax records of the Duke's private office, but if you betray us again this time, I'll kill you with my own hands. Chapter 30. Why the hell didn't you do a proper job? Why didn't you just kill her? She's just an illegitimate daughter who has been a nuisance in this house, and how could you be so dumb to be caught like that? I thought that you may have finally come to your senses after you poisoned the thread you gave to her, but in the end, you only did that to escape from me. Just as I thought, it seems Sophia wasn't involved with the embroidery incident. If you want to die by my hand that much, I can easily do that for you. I already have permission from the Count. Ha! This is going to be your last chance, do you understand? Cuff, cuff, what if I get caught doing that? I'm sure that in that case, you will die by the hand of the Rudwicks. so you won't have to worry about us. What if I tell them about what you have been doing right now? Ha! If you could do that, you would have done it long ago. Do you think I don't know the reason why you haven't done that? I don't think so. I only have been restrained by the rules of the original story. Because you know that at the moment we turn our back on you, you will be left abandoned here too. If the Duke knows that you are not necessary anymore, Killian will be free to throw you away. I'm sure he'll be more happy than anyone to do that. That's a fact that I've been trying to avoid until now. Could I even be able to tell the truth even if I wasn't restrained by the rules of this world? Even knowing that I'm at risk of him leaving me for Rees? And even if you are forced to return to our mansion, I'm sure the Count will find a use for someone useless like you. But I don't think it's going to be anything nice. If you do well stealing those documents, I'll say good things about you. I'm sure he won't be harsh with you if you show him some results, right? Do you know how I think this is going to end? No matter what you do, Count Rigelhoff and his family are destined to fall. Even my brother, the one that you love so much. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Linen. Did I come too late? It took longer than I thought to get dressed by myself. I wonder if Linen is going to ask me about the pie incident. Perhaps Linen thinks too that No problem. You can start working now. I think it's going to take you some time. There's a lot accumulated, but don't hurry yourself. Take your time with them. Oh, thank you, Linen. I'll start right away. I guess one was worried for nothing. The familiar smell of paper, a subtle cold breeze, the sound of the quill pen, and aside from the sound of turning papers, it's very silent. It's been a long time since one was able to be this comfortable. I'm not the type to be able to be extroverted and charismatic at work, and I'm not good at understanding how others feel or think. I've finished with all of this. This is the safest place I have ever experienced in my life. I've been thinking about something for some time. You are good at concentrating. That must be why you are so fast at work. Is Linen giving me a compliment? No, well, I'm just doing my job. If all the noble ladies could work like you, I wouldn't have to cut so many people so often. You are very helpful. Even if these are simple tasks, the documents that you prepare are always well organized in every detail. It's even better than how I prepare them. My lady? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Wait a moment, It's not good to hold your emotions like that. It only makes things worse for you. If you force yourself to suppress your feelings, all the contained emotions are bound to explode one day. Linen. How could he say that to someone like me? Those documents are not urgent. You can take your time to organize them. He's right. That's not a good way to react in this situation. It seems that the people who didn't have much impact in the original story, like Linen, are less affected by the flow of the original story. Hi, you are doing a great job. Huh? I hope you have a good day. I should try to be friends with the unnamed extras. Thank you, my lady. Well, I guess that even if I do this, they won't be able to change my situation in this mansion, and they'll probably feel more at ease if I get expelled from this place. Contrary to the main character with whom I already am hopeless, I guess they prefer to just avoid me. I wonder if Killian went to see Rees today too. That's what I was thinking, but why? Why? I heard that you finished with your work for today. Is there any problem with me coming to see you? Killian. What do you mean? Didn't you like this type of thing? Or perhaps, was the last time we did it disappointing for you? What the hell is happening right now?